John Cena's final Monday Night Raw is in the books.
In the
No
books.
more. No more Monday Night Raws. We got 2 dates left. We got Survivor Series and Saturday night's main event. Now, today obviously we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. A ton happened, bro. I think this is a top Monday Night Raw of the entire year as far as everything that went down. Let's just run it right from the jump. We
I'm a
know
little
we're
sad.
getting. We know we're get. You're sad. Is that what you
Yeah, a little
said?
bit, bro. A little
Yeah.
bit. Like I thought about it yesterday. I'm like, damn, this is Cena's last Raw, but like I'm glad that I was able to see him at Mania, bro. At least like like when it comes to like some of your favorites, you want to be there for the last SmackDown, the last Raw, the last match, the last Saturday. Like you can't go to all of them with the
Mm-hmm.
price, with the ticket price of WWE at this point. You literally got to probably just pick that one show. So I'm happy that I got to see Cena at Mania, but it's gonna suck. And I really feel like Cena is a man of his word when he say like this is it. So pretty bittersweet. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, starting off the rip, we know that we're gonna have a rematch confirmed at Survivor Series. I thought maybe would have gotten a new opponent, but it does make sense, obviously, with the rematch. Dom Mysterio being in his hometown, San Diego. What do you think about the opening segment as far as the mixed tag match, and then also what's going to be going down at Survivor Series?
Well, they had the young 6 man join. It was dope that they're kind of like surrounding Cena around some of like his greatest opponents or some of his friends. Like Sheamus, for those who don't know, he won his first WWE championship by beating John Cena in a tables match at like TLC, like Sheamus rookie year, and then Rey Mysterio, him and John Cena. John Cena. It's funny that he actually beat Rey Mysterio one night for the WWE championship when Rey Mysterio
Yep,
won it that
yep.
same night. So it's
That was the
just like
night.
he
That was
had,
the night Punk returned.
yeah, yeah. So it's like he got so much history with a lot of these guys, and I feel like WWE finally got it right, but they got it right at the last minute. Like John Cena never should have turned heel. Truth be told, minus the heel turn, this has been a great year for Cena. Even though he may not have won every match, but it's still like Cena won Elimination Chamber this year. He wrestled main event WrestleMania, won the WWE Championship. He won the IC Championship this year. Like he still has had a great farewell tour. It just got a little bit sticky in the middle, but like I feel like it's going well right now. I'm not the biggest fan of the John Cena versus Dom match simply because like it's not a passion at a torch, but Dom is definitely a top heel right now. But I just feel like okay, if Cena wins, he's got to lose that championship to somebody at Saturday Night Main Event. And I text you what I think is potentially gonna be like I feel like that would be a great passion at a torch, kind of in a sense. I just can't see Dom beating John Cena, at Survivor Series. But then again, he could get that title back, but I just can't see him beating John Cena.
Yeah, we'll get into our Survivor Series predictions as well a little bit later. I think it kind of ties into his last match though, right? I still think he doesn't leave Survivor Series with the belt, but that
Mm,
we'll go down that path
we'll get to that. We'll
when
get
we
to
talk
that.
about that. I think we can kind of talk about the tournament too a little bit as well as a whole today. But when this is all said and done, John Cena's final everything, right? He's done. I think we come back on here, we break everything down from start to finish, how we felt about it, how maybe tweaks and things we would have changed if it was up to us. I think that would be good looking back on
Yeah,
it, because
no,
we had a
no,
full
that's
year of
dope.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was okay with the 6 man. You know what I mean? Maybe I would have preferred maybe a little mix up of another new face, right? I feel like obviously, right? We've had a couple double matchups here. Logan Paul like 2 or 3 times, right? Obviously Dom now 2 times. So
Hmm.
at the end here, maybe I would have liked to see him mix it up, but maybe a young fresh face at SummerSlam, just for the hell of it, give somebody like an open IC title challenge or something at Survivor Series. But I get why they're doing the rematch. Like I said, Dom's hometown, right? So it kind of makes sense where they're going with it. But what do you think? You got thoughts? I could see your
I'm
mind
just
spinning.
wondering. I'm just wondering if we still gonna get Edge. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel like it anymore.
No, we're not.
We're just like. with
Nope.
the coming down to the end of it, it just don't seem like that's gonna happen. So again, we'll get to how we feel about the full John Cena layout down the line. But yes, after Monday Night Raw, we do have another match for Survivor Series, Don versus Cena for the title.
Yeah, and again, I think they did it. Him justice being in MSG for the last time too. They
Back.
always kind of do a bigger show
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to MSG. One thing I kind of want to touch on, and maybe we just make a separate video on this. Kind of just want your initial thoughts on it, bro. Watching Raw last night, the entire show as a whole, when you just look at a broad scope, bro, look from top to bottom, other than realistically two pieces, right? Javon Evans and Maxine, right? Like two younger talents. Bro, everybody's old. In 5 years from now, we're not going to be talking about anybody. Cena's last year. You talk about mixing up in the main event. You got Brock. You got Roman. They're not spring
Yeah,
chickens. You talk
yeah,
about Gunther too. Like he's old. He's almost
yeah,
40. Like
yeah,
dog, this is gonna be sad, man. You talk about
yeah.
Sheamus and Ray at the opening of the show. Like
Randy, AJ Styles retiring next year. Like they losing like a lot of like
yeah, bro.
it's really going. It's kind of like how you got like them all-star NBA teams, and then like either like the big three get traded away, or like Muggs just start retiring, and then it's kind of
Yeah,
now you got to run with like the young crowd. So it definitely Cena retiring is literally an end of an era. Like
yeah, 100.
that
percent
is like only other guy you really have from that era is really like guys like Randy Orton and Brock. Like Brock isn't there every week. You know what I'm saying? Brock last year is in 2026. And they
Yeah,
trying to say like SummerSlam Minnesota is gonna probably be Brock's last one. So like this is literally like that, and that could be another video too.
yeah.
But we are literally on the tail end of like that 2002 era of guys. Like that's because
Crazy.
Ray came in WWE in 2002, but Ray was in WCW in '96. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like the realization is really starting to. I feel like when Undertaker retired, that was the nail in the coffin for like the Triple H era, the Shawn Michaels, the Rock, the Stone Colds. Now John Cena retiring, that's the end of like the Batistas, the Randy Ortons, the RVDs, like all of these guys are in their late 40s, early 50s. So yeah, so who's gonna run with the baton, once Cena leaves? That's what we really going. That's a good point. Good point of view, bro. Because you're right. The Brox is old. The Romans
Yeah, it's
is
crazy to
old.
think about,
Seth
bro.
Rollins, he not that old, but he getting there. He getting up there too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. Leading into another one that's probably, maybe the last year, maybe one more year. I don't really even know what the direction they're going to be going after Survivor Series, but you got Nikki Bella versus Stephanie Vaquer confirmed for Survivor Series. I don't really know how I feel about them doing this in this direction when there's kind of like more younger women's talent that like I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on it, right? Like, if this is Nikki Bella's last run, cool, right? Let her have a title shot, whatever. No harm, no foul. But if they're just throwing in this, because, bro, even the turn last week was quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was
yeah.
really no buildup, maybe 2 weeks before this. How do you feel about that matchup?
If Liv Morgan wasn't hurt, that would be Liv Morgan. Like who else? Who else? Who else can they put in the? Even look at the women's War Games match, bro. Like
We're going to touch on that. Yeah,
we're gonna
don't,
talk
yeah.
about, but again, like who's available? Who else is available right now to be a believable opponent? I mean, yeah, you could throw Bailey in there. You know what I'm saying? You could have thrown Lyra back. You had a couple options. I feel like Nikki Bella right now is the best move right now as far as like a hot heel. They both got that Latina spirit, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel like this is a good mix up right now. Otherwise, Nikki Bella would just be like she said, like a second fiddle, like a tag team cheer on, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I feel like it's good to get her out there and at least put some attention on her before Liv comes back, before Bianca's come back. That's gonna really, take the spotlight.
I think the reason why I'm not sold on it yet is just because it's, for me at least, it's not believable. I haven't seen anything that makes me believe that she's even going to beat Stephanie for this title.
True.
So
But
I
then
don't know.
again, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, because again, it's just like they need somebody on the mic.
Or do
They
we
need,
use this as a passing the torch moment? You know
I
what I'm saying?
see. My thing is,
Like she beats another legend, kind of elevates her a little bit.
I think Stephanie wins. But my thing is, I just wouldn't be surprised if they just like we need a champion. They didn't even let her speak yesterday, bro. She was
Yeah, I
about to
know.
get
I
on the
know.
mic and then instantly got attacked, and then Nikki Bella picked up the mic.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I just and that just goes with a lot of the foreign superstars. Like now, all of, like look how they do the stuff with the Kabuki Warriors now. Like they tie in the Japanese as well as with a little bit of their English, but it's
Yeah.
more Japanese with subtitles now. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And like yeah, you got to read it, but it's just something with the foreign
It's
champion.
always been that
Bro.
way.
It's always like if they can't talk on the mic, it's hard. Like look at Shinsuke. Like again, we can go. Me and Dylan ain't really been doing our normal wrestling content like we have. So
Got to do it more
excuse us for
frequently. Get our
going.
get our thoughts out.
Excuse us for me throwing things off the wall, but like yeah, like I feel like the foreign champions with a lot of potential, they get held back because they don't have, and it's not that they don't have it, it's always that language barrier.
Yeah, I agree.
So I just hope that that's not the reason why they will potentially take the title from her so soon, because she's cold in the ring.
100%.
Yep.
And you already kind of tied it in, so let's just talk about the women's war game match. I feel like this is the most thrown together war games match probably ever.
Men
I
and
mean,
women, bro. Men
bro,
and
you
women. Men and
yeah,
women. It's
here's
all over
here
the effing place, Dylan.
we'll get to the men. That makes way more sense than this women's because, bro, now you got backstage segments where AJ Lee returns last night, and she's gonna be in a war games match for what
Yeah,
reason, bro?
yeah.
Like, what
Because
are we doing?
Becky's gonna
This
be
has
in
been
it.
thrown together in a
Yeah,
week, bro. Literally
yeah,
a week. And
yeah.
then we got that weird interaction on SmackDown. Charlotte's like, "Nah, I'm not
And
joining. I
then
don't like
yeah, then she
Rhea." And
comes
then
out
she
and
joins all of a sudden.
yeah.
I mean, you got Nia Jax mixed in with Lash
Lash,
Legend. Great for Lash Legend.
great
Getting up
for
on the main
Lash.
roster makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't see. Bro, War Games was always these like blood feuds. Like, like it made sense for the bloodline stuff, right?
Yep.
Because everybody was that
Yeah.
storyline was so
Yep.
ingrained in
Yep.
what everything was going on.
Yep.
We have none of that for the women.
They
Again,
were. Yeah.
we'll touch on the men.
Mhm.
Makes more sense than anything with the women right now.
I think this year's women war game match is so like I think Liv Morgan getting hurt was because I could have seen some stuff with the Judgment Day more than anything. They have Liv, Roxanne, and Raquel and two in the Kabuki Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like Liv being hurt Liv being hurt and Naomi becoming pregnant was a huge. Look,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was just a huge blow to the women's roster. Like ever since those two things
Well,
happened,
facts. Yeah, I mean, it changed it
SmackDown, I feel
changed.
like SmackDown is a little bit more cohesive. But I mean, now you got Raw and SmackDown people together. You get what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah,
yes, but 100%. Well, having EO and I mean, but then again, they probably piecing it like this: Kabuki Warriors, EO and no, well, Kabuki Warriors got beef with Alexa and Charlotte. They just beat them for the titles, and then they still had beef with Rhea and EO. So I mean, they had beef. The whole Nia and Lash Legend. That's where it gets sticky because you got
it,
Becky and AJ. I mean,
yeah.
but then again, they didn't have to be like I thought AJ was gonna beat Becky for that IC championship. Like I thought that was gonna happen, but just throwing her, it's definitely everywhere though, bro. 100%. 100%.
100%. Might as well lead into the last women's thing of the night. You had Maxine Dupree. I'm cool with it because that's a payoff, right? You had three or four matches, ahead of schedule, where Becky just kept beating her and beating her, and beating her. She finally gets the one over. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't think you needed AJ Lee to return. I think it would have been a bigger moment if Maxine beat Becky clean, kind of get in her head or whatever, and then have AJ like return, and then they just get in the feud to throw them into War Games. For me, it's like Those are the only feud. Like, you ain't got no more beef with anybody else in the group.
Facts. Yep.
So that's just strange to me. I'm happy Maxine won. I don't really know what the plans are, especially now that AJ and Becky are in the War Games match.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, they're going to be separated. They're going to be mixed in with this for a little while. Who's Maxine going to feud with? Is it immediately going to be back with Becky and AJ? It's just
Probably Natalia.
Hey,
Real talk,
bro, I'm fine.
Real talk. It probably is Natty, bro. Like,
Give her the belt.
but my thing is, this was just.
I'm happy. You know why I'm happy with it, bro? You know why I was happy?
I'm not happy. I just like why. Like it was almost just like, is she gonna be fighting champ? You know, like.
But what did I say to you? This has got to be the last stage in her career too. Another 2 years.
That's true. I mean, all of them though, bro. Even Charlotte too. Like they.
And let's be honest, for Becky Lynch to hold the IC title, you never want to knock that as a demotion. But like, she don't need the IC title.
That's true.
That's for people like Maxine to get their foot in the door.
I mean, but bro, like Maxine could have went to NXT and won the NXT North American Championship before. Like, it's people that I feel like could have gotten it. And again, it's not a knock on what are we doing with Maxine? Because I feel like it wasn't no big build up. So now all of a sudden Maxine she beat Becky. So now she about to run through the women's division now? Like,
no, she'll probably be a transition champion, but. That's a good moment for me.
But
at least she has the
belt.
belt.
She got to win some matches. She got to defend the belt. So my thing is, okay, if she go up against this, like a year ago, she was not beating any of these people now. So like, where was the build up for them? Like, I just feel like she got in a little feud with Becky and now she's a champ. So it wasn't like she was slow. Like, it ain't like she beat Mi Chin and then she beat Chelsea Green and then she beat this person. And now she, it's just like they went from literally Maxine Dupree as a jobber to now she's the IC champion. Like, I feel like it was no in between.
I think that makes it more credible. It makes it more of an impact. You just beat Becky Lynch.
True.
In MSG.
True. Yeah. I mean, it's huge for her, bro. And again, I don't want to take away nothing. It just shows the depths of the Raw roster, if you get what I'm saying. Because again, War Games was just... women's roster. So this is all we got left.
What's crazy is we got all that talent sitting down there in NXT as well.
And what I say, she could have went like, I just felt like somebody from NXT, like, man, like if Jordan Grace would have came up and they gave you get what I'm saying? She's been this champion. She's been that champion. She's been that champion. But
to your point though, a couple weeks ago, what's the point of bringing up an NXT star to do what they just did with Julia?
Facts. You beat me.
She became the U.S. champion, paired her with Kiana James, and they didn't do anything with that storyline. And all of a sudden, they just put the belt right back on Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
So kind of what is the point of bringing people up there if you don't actually have a plan
Facts.
when they do come up?
Facts.
So that's our little rant right now. We can go on and on about that. I can already tell.
We can, bro. We can.
Let's talk about Gunther.
First off, brought about the old music, bro. Thank God they brought back the old man, bro. I thought they was about to call him Walter for a second, bro. They hear that. My man came out with the Muhammad Ali roll born, bro. I feel like this is gonna be a dangerous Gunther, bro. This is why I felt like he could. Who's beating him in this John Cena farewell tournament? Nobody is beating this Gunther, bro. Nobody. That's why I would have hoped that Cena wins that Survivor Series, Gunther wins, and he take that IC. This Gunther, I feel like is gonna be a vicious man, bro. I feel like he gonna be a vicious man. I can't see nobody beating him in this tournament. And even with like Bronson Reed, this man is up in the whole visions. He already got his hands tied with everything else. Gunther, and I've never been a Gunther guy, bro. But hearing that old music, I'm like, okay, maybe we can cook something up. But I will like him to win. It was good to see him back. Yeah, it was good to see Gunther back, bro. And that's crazy because we was never Gunther guys, bro. Not one bit. But to see him back with that music, like he just brought like a different vibe. So I might be jumping a gun on a, no pun intended, on a Gunther train, but it was good, bro. Like we need a good like standalone kind of just like badass to just run through Raw and then just keep it moving.
Gunther's been the front runner for me for this tournament. Obviously, we thought maybe a couple surprises would have happened. They didn't. We did get a few surprises. We'll touch on it a little bit. We'll just say now. I mean, we had Matt Cardona becoming Zack Ryder. We had Nick Nemeth becoming Dolph Ziggler back once again. Apparently, they're not signed. They got merch out. Don't know what the story is behind that. Great to see Dolph back in there. Knew he was going to lose 100% to Solo. Knew it.
Huge ovation, though. Huge ovation.
Great. Here's my thing about this tournament. They really didn't set this tournament up in any way to make other guys believable to beat these guys. Mm-hmm. There's only two right now. Gunther's the front runner 100%, and then Bronson Reed. Ain't nobody beating those guys. Bronson Reed is in this dominant group right now. They're putting
Bronson
him
Reed supposed
up
to be
here.
going up against next week?
I know SmackDown is Finn and Penta. They don't really matter. Let's be honest. They ain't winning.
Yep.
And then I'm not sure who Bronson Reed is.
Whoever Bronson Reed going against, somebody from War Games is going to enter. Bronson, they're not going to have Bronson Reed versus Gunther. Like, them two are not going head to head.
I don't really know how the bracket. There's no, sometimes they post a graphic of the bracket. There's been nothing, so I'm not really too sure. Great showing by Javon Evans. I'm glad that he got his spotlight on the main roster. Kind of wish they didn't pair him up with Gunther.
Yeah.
Like, why not have him and Dolph
Ziggler
go at it?
Yep. Somebody like that.
That would have been a banger match.
Yeah. Come on now. We knew he wasn't beating Gunther.
No chance. So here's my question. Right, is Gunther's the front runner. He needs to kind of then be dominant, though, right? Like we know his story arc. He's beating John Cena in his last match.
100%.
That's sad.
Make it for the IC title.
You know why it's sad?
Because Cena gonna get his ass whooped.
That, and honestly, bro, let's be real, right? I know there's a lot of Gunther fans out there. He does not
he don't
need to beat John Cena.
Yeah, he don't.
He's been solidified already.
But who in this tournament needs to beat
Cena? He's 38 years old, bro.
But who?
He's not no new up-and-comer. He don't need to beat John Cena. There's no passing of the torch moment to be had there. I want to make that clear.
That's facts. But Solo already beat Cena. So Solo don't need to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I think because Gunther been gone for so long, I think that's gonna be his carry on. You know what I'm saying? As far as just like, I'll retire John Cena. Who better than Gunther, to hold that? At this point, like with the guys that's in there, like Bronson Reed, but he's so tied up with this Elimination Chamber stuff. Like I cannot see him winning this.
I just don't know who beats him.
It's not he probably gonna lose by like count out or DQ or something, bro. Like there's no way that him and Gunther is gonna be the last two standing. No way, because neither one of them can afford an L. So there's no way one of them gonna get eliminated by like count out or DQ or some BS like that.
Gonna have to wait and see. We'll break it all down when that happens, when the final actually does happen. Last thing. 2 returns in the main segment. It's supposed to be a face-off. You just had people. It was just chaos. The Big Goose returned. Roman Reigns came back for his monthly visit, and also had
Roman returned 6 times this year, bro. Roman didn't.
So you want to just jump right into this? You want to jump right into this?
Jump into it, bro.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Having Roman just return for these one-off things and just the big moments for the big PLE, I think it honestly kind of hurts the other storylines that are going on, if that makes sense. Because, like, Jey Uso's now been tied up, to Roman, so he's kind of like in limbo right now. It's like he's not paired up with Jimmy necessarily. He's tied with Jimmy, but he's not, like, actually a tag team with Jimmy. The whole Punk thing is in limbo, right? Like, we got to remember, WrestleMania, bro, like we had a triple threat, right?
Yeah.
That one of the pieces is out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Roman
teaming with CM Punk?
Right now? Yeah. With all the with the history with Cody,
Don't make
what's
sense.
that all
Yep.
about?
Yep. And then again, like you don't have any time for a build up, for
None.
Roman to come back and be like, this is why, like it doesn't
And they'll
even make
spin it.
sense.
They'll spin it. They'll tie something together next week. Oh, I got a phone call.
When
Somebody
family
so
calls, no
so
matter
someone's
what, when family
so,
calls, I'll be there. Like,
yeah. Rikishi lost the Ulafala. I had to come back to get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll tie something in together. I think the strong piece is the other side. I think they go over. I think you got Lesnar. Great Drew McIntyre's thrown in because he was in limbo after the whole Cody thing.
yeah.
Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest are two of the biggest fall offs from last year or WrestleMania 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Logan Paul. I know you got a lot of thoughts on Logan Paul, but man, you don't. I don't know why you don't think he fits perfectly into this piece. You talk about these. This is the heel faction of all heel factions.
Why? Because he a heel? Like,
Logan fits in perfect with Paul Heyman, bro. You know the knowledge that he's gonna get, and just how much more he can develop. I've already seen some of the character pieces. The backstage segment, they're all walking together. He's joking around with Paul. I just think it's good. I think it's good for him to get more heat into that faction.
if he was a part of the vision, then cool. If he was a part of it. But after Survivor, are we gonna see Logan Paul again? Probably not into the Royal Rumble. Like, my man's is on a Roman Reigns schedule and ain't put in that Roman Reigns work though, bro. That's just that's my biggest pickle with Logan Paul, is that he's only pretty much there for Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Saturday
I'm
Night
with
Main
you.
Event.
I'm with you, bro. That's not a Logan Paul issue. That's
I
a
know,
WWE issue.
I know.
Because that's their model right now, bro.
I've never knocked his in-ring ability. His in-ring ability is there. But as far as heel work, yeah, you can punch a guy, you can talk on a mic, but then you gone for 3 months, bro. Like, Logan is 20-some years old. Like, if he stayed and became the WWE champion and actually put in work, then it's just like the difference between Logan Paul and The Miz is that The Miz put in work.
Different though. You can't compare it. That's why I fully agree with you. Let's make this clear. I agree with you. He should be there more, grind it out. Let's get more repetition in. I 100% agree with you.
With him. That's it.
I guarantee you that's not up to him. You know why? Because not everybody wrestles every week anyway. So they probably save them for the important
100%.
moments like they do with other guys because that's their business model, bro.
100%.
It's get to the next PLE. They're all about moments.
Yeah.
What was last night? Last night was a moment. They had multiple returns. Right. They made it a big deal.
You're right. Again, it's not a Logan Paul. It's how, again, his in-ring ability, never questioned it. His heel work, I mean, as he go on, yeah, it can get better. But is he a good heel? Yes. Again, it's just pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out, and I'm just like, bro, I'm just not and that has lowered my rankings of Roman too, bro. So I'm not just on Logan Paul head for that. Same with Roman. What I say, bro? Roman returned for the 6th time this year, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that too. It makes it feel less special.
It's just redundant, bro. They gonna come in for the big matches and then they're gone. Like, Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's basically how it is, man. Like, he only pop up when he need to, bro. And that's it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I 100% agree. I just don't know in the state of WWE right now what else. I've been trying to think what else could they have done to make that different, that scenario. Like, they're allowing guys to do more outside stuff. So if you're going to allow guys to go film movies, if you allow guys to have all these extracurricular things and all and this time off and stuff, because they don't do a lot of house shows anymore, they don't do a lot of these tours anymore.
Bro, they don't. Now that I think about it, bro, they don't.
So if that's the schedule, that's now what's expected of you.
I guess
You know,
so. Yeah,
it's
yeah. Again, it's not Logan. It's just I mean that go like with the tag champs. Like who are the tag? Like half the time you can't even remember who are the champions at this
yeah,
point now. Like tag champs on AJ Styles and Dragon, but dude, they won like 3 weeks ago. Like I don't even think
yeah,
they defend. Like it's such like a weird product. It's enjoyable, but it's just like dog, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So again, not to knock. I think that the war games match kind of in a sense like the men war game match makes a tad bit more sense. Like the women,
It
I mean,
yeah.
it makes more sense than the women, but again, like Brock not gonna be there afterwards. Roman not gonna be there afterwards. Logan not gonna be there afterwards. You know what I'm saying? CM Punk might take a little time off. Cody, like dog, like it ain't what it used to be. And I mean it is what it is. I guess we just gotta get past what wrestling used to be and just focus on what it is now.
That's what it is,
That's the
man.
best
We just
thing
got to
to do.
take it for what it is and try to enjoy what it is now, because it is a lot different. I
Yep,
mean,
like
this is
$11,000 elimination chamber tickets. Which is so funny. And before we get up out of here again, me and Dylan ain't been on here in a minute. Uh Hell in a Cell when Cody versus Seth
Seth.
Rollins, we had front row seats. Front. I mean, nobody in front of us. Probably paid $3K for that night for both of our tickets. Both of our tickets.
Yeah,
Now for them to want 11 bands for just one ticket, one front row for and I look at Elimination Chamber and Hell in a Cell kind of in the same as far as a specialty event. Like, dog, like, come on. And the thing is, people been complaining about tickets and I go, but it's just like WrestleMania. I can expect that. I can
mm.
expect 11,000. It's almost like the Super Bowl. You can expect, but when you get to just your regular PLEs and y'all want 11, come on, bro. Y'all is tripping. So maybe I ain't been sipping on some good WWE Kool-Aid these last 24 hours, man. But like but that goes back to what we just said as far as you just got to take the product for what it is now. This is what they are offering. And whether you take it, you take it. Whether you don't, man. But, it is what it is. Sorry for my rant today, guys. It
It is what it
is
is.
what it is.
$700 for rafter tickets last night at MSG. So
Yeah, that's nuts.
that's the business model right now. But yeah, let us know what you guys thought about Monday Night Raw down below in the comments section. I even though with all the things going on that we just talked about, it definitely was
It was a
a
good
good
show.
show. So we're on the road to Survivor Series. What do we got? A week, 2 weeks, whatever it is. We'll break everything down. I'm sure we'll touch on a couple other topics throughout the week as well. So yeah, we're gonna be over here making some more content. Stay with us. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Share the content. Anything else, man?
That's it, bro.
All right. Got your boy Dylan.
Got your boy Break.
Bro. Peace.